Hello everyone, my name is Keith Bell. I'm your professor in physical geography this semester, and I just wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of the course. And let me first admit that it has a lot of extraneous stuff from previous semesters, and since I've never taught it totally as an online course, I'm playing cleanup, adding new stuff to it, taking out old things. So the course, as you'll see it, is kind of pared down right now, but I'll be revealing more and more things as the semester moves forward, especially video lectures like these. So let's just look at the site real fast. And so this is your home page, and you can see what I look like here and know who I am. Your textbook information and course descriptions here, and even a quick welcome. But that said, take a look here. There's a calendar, so there's redundancies in the class in that you'll see different due dates, or the same due dates but in different places. So you can certainly see the upcoming events here, and I'll go ahead and show you too where the course calendar is. And remember, as I said, I will be adding more things to the calendar as we move along. I've got a few dates in place, and the ones that are nearest the time right now will be fairly solid. So I won't change those, but I'll be maybe moving some around as we go into February, certainly March, April, all the way till we get to the final exam. So if you come here to this part of the course and see the calendar, you can bump through a little bit and see when things are up and ready to go. So like discussion 2 would be February. February 1st. You can even click on this and see more about what the discussion is, or you can go straight to the discussions boards. And I think most of you have already been to the discussion boards. So let me show you that real fast. You've come in and you've introduced yourself. I haven't been able to look through all of these, but I see a full total of 50 posts. I've replied to just a few of you. It's been moving pretty fast the last few days, and I have to admit, I took the time to watch the inauguration today. Always an important time in our country when there's a transition of power. And I just, part of being an American, I wanted to see it. That said, I'm back to work now. So to see your discussions for credit, so again, I'll look through your introductions here in time, but here is for credit, meaning these are grades for you. So I've made it kind of simple on some of these things with both your quizzes and your discussions. Quizzes are actually just questions I've taken from the chapters. And again, I'll show you what those look like, but you find it as you're reading through there, and you get credit for it. So with these discussion boards, they're really just based on the chapters. I'll show you the scoring rubric here, what you need to do to satisfy each and every post. And so there's one for every chapter of the book. And again, I'll have some due dates on those coming up. I'll make you aware of those either by email in the early going or when the calendar is filled out fully. But I've tried to stick with the first module, which covers the first 5 chapters, and making sure that you have dates and a timeline. It could be possible to get ahead in this class, but I'd rather you try to stay on task and not go too far ahead. If I see too many people, jumping ahead and doing 3 and 4 and 5 discussions all at one fell swoop, I may just you can still do them on your home computer, just save them and not post them. But if there's too much going on, it's an asynchronous class, but I'd still like to sync it up as best I can is what I'm really trying to drive at here, okay? So these are your discussions, and again, there's the discussion board right there. Let me show you in content now for a moment. The overview is actually your syllabus. So look through the syllabus. Please do read everything. Note that I want you to only email me within this course management system, D2L Brightspace. And you see my office hours and stuff, but I'm pretty responsive. I think you've already seen, I've seen sent a couple of emails with you about stuff, and you'll see more class-wide emails as the semester moves on, but I've certainly answered plenty of individual messages already over the last couple of days. But do look through here, do look for, read all of this. It's not actually a contract, but it is one of saying, here's what I intend to do, here's how I'm going to arrive at your grade, and other policies that, like an incomplete or anything else. So do read through here. And let me state here about ADA compliance. If you have an issue, for instance, I'm putting out PDFs, which make it difficult, if not impossible, for computer readers to read for someone that is visually challenged. If I'm missing something there, I will accommodate you in another way if at all possible. I don't know how to explain graphics and maps to you if you're sight challenged, but I'll bend over backward to make it as accessible as I possibly can, and you have that right. And but I'd like a dialogue about it so I know exactly what your needs are. So if you do have them, reach out to me. And again, I'll do my dead level best. So with that said, read over your syllabus, and then because I don't want to make this too lengthy, let me show you. Oh, we're in the content here. Other aspects. So you can go straight to the table of contents if you want, and look through everything. But I've kind of tried to, again, pare it down some, so that you can see just a few things, a description of what I think, physical geography and place matters, and what scientific, approach we're going to try to take with this material. I don't know if you're used to taking good notes. If you have a system that works for you, great. If you need one, I would wholly endorse the Cornell note-taking system, and I've got information in there for you. I don't know if I'm going to use some of these documents like topo symbols or response papers at this point. Probably not, but if I do, I will let you know about these kinds of things that you'd want to read and have them accessible to you. That said, let me look at this introduction here real quick. Please do read this about studying in geography. It's short, but also why geography matters, why it's been lacking in instruction, and where we've fallen short, and how to think geographically, how to think spatially. So I would, again, encourage you to read these documents. I've put them here for that purpose. And while we don't have a discussion board for them, maybe I should put one out there as a catch-all that says, hey, do y'all want to talk about this? Do you have questions about this? So again, since I've never taught this fully online, I may be rethinking some things, and your patience and would be greatly appreciated. Okay, let's look at again these articles. I haven't assigned these specifically for you. Oh, in fact, I think I blocked them from you. Yeah, oh no, sorry. There was another section of articles, maybe in another module, that I had blocked because I didn't want you to think you had to read certain things when you didn't necessarily, you already have the textbook and several things to do, so I didn't want to overload you this early in the semester. You can read about the 4 traditions of geography here, and I've got some fun stuff in here too for you. This is a neat little mockumentary about the problem with plastic bags. We all know we have a plastic problem on the planet, so this one's kind of funny. This is an actual book about what humans have done to change the world and how we will still affect it even when our species dies off, whenever that is. And I always like Gary Larson because he did The Far Side, a great comic strip that ended maybe in the 90s. But this is a book, and it really relates well to this class because it's about the environment. So again, it's PDF, and you can look at it and hopefully you'll get a chuckle out of it. It's a short book, and I always liked his artwork. Okay, let me look at Module 1 real quick too. You have these outlines, so Module 1 is the first 5 chapters of the textbook. Okay, and so I've got things about outlines and objectives and key terms. I have some videos here for you too, and for your first lab assignment, which I will produce another video for, a short one, I would strongly encourage you to watch both of these videos right here. Okay, latitude and the seasons, that's a time frame of a calendar year, 365 and a quarter days, and then longitude is a 24-hour measurement of time, but space is time and time is space, and that's what I'm trying to tell you about latitude and longitude as it relates to the motions of our planet. Okay, one being the revolution around the sun, being for latitude, and one rotating on its axis, being longitude. So do watch those, and I will send out a link to the first lab assignment that you'll do. Okay, let me show you where your quizzes are. Okay, so again, you get your textbook and you go to town reading on it. I've hidden most of the stuff this morning except for the quizzes for the first part of the semester, the first module. So these are the ones you can access and log your answers online, but there's nothing secretive about these. This is only just how you're going to get your grade. I have these quizzes in print form back here, at least I think I do. Did I miss them? Let me double back here to Mod 1 and see. You can print these quizzes off. Where are they? They should be here. Oh, wait, I remember what I did. I took them out of the modules. Sorry about that. I took them out of the modules and I dumped them right here, all in these quizzes. So here are your quizzes. They're all in PDF form. Click on them, download them, read over them, and then as you're reading through the chapter, you can answer them, okay? And what I've done is replicated each of these questions within the quizzes page so that you simply just log your answers in. So there shouldn't be any reason for you to miss any more than at most one because, you know, I don't know. You shouldn't miss any of them because all the answers are right there in the textbook. What I would say, let me encourage you, by the way, to read the textbook and not read these questions and then play like it's an Easter egg hunt. Let me find the one spot in the entire chapter where this answer is so I can get the answer correct. That's not why I designed it this way. I designed it so that you would just read the chapters, taking your notes, Cornell method or otherwise, and learning from the stuff. That's what it is, okay? Now, if you're still going to do your Easter egg hunt, then, well, that's your approach. That's your choice. I can't stop you from doing that, but it's much easier and better for you if you approach it as I'm asking you to read fully through the chapters and find these answers as you encounter them. Okay, so again, here are your print documents for the quizzes, and I'll go back to the content area here and show you also where I'll work on the first lab assignment with you. So if you click on this one right here, I've only left one out. This one is about latitude and longitude, but you can print this document out. You know, it would be just a front and back piece of the paper, but you know, if you did print it out, but I'm going to kind of hold your hand with these labs a little bit and show you some of this information because we would have been doing this together in class is the way I planned it. And this is what we did do last year before coronavirus hit and before we shut everything down. Okay, so that said, lastly, let me look with you at the Dropbox and to show you that I have assignments set for you that by February 12th, you'll have a due assignment so you can start working on this. Pay attention that you can click here on this and read about the assignment. So this one is directing you. It's about archaeology and remote sensing. So you have some videos to watch this will be part of your information that you would include on your paper. And then some of this is not part of the assignment, like the Mayan language. So the archaeology we're looking at is in the Mayan area of Mexico and Central America. And I visited this place. So this right here is Tikal. And so I'm standing on a temple that was wholly reclaimed by the jungle, but you can see how these have been cleared off. And anyway, so I'm trying to bring the science into this for you and the understanding of geography. Download these papers or these attachments that I provide so that it'll help you for writing a good paper. And then finally, since it's the Dropbox, you can add a file, and that's how I'll end up grading these things. Okay, so I'm running short on time here, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Look for more of my emails. Feel free to write me whenever you like, and I will do my best to respond to your needs as quickly as I possibly can. So I welcome you all to my physical geography course and look forward to having a productive and wonderful learning semester with you. Okay, guys? Catch you later. Goodbye.